She's trying to wean you, little feller. I think it's a little early for that. Hey guys, how are you all doing? Well, hush. Hush. I got myself in a pickle. In a real pickle. Lola. Oh, Lord. I went to the bus stop to get Bannon. Hey! And, she's never gonna shut up. I went to the bus stop to get Bannon, and when we came back, we pulled up, and I had the window down, and I could hear, like, the animals were all in an uproar. Everything. The goats, the turkeys, the chickens. Everything was just in an uproar. And so I was like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, I seen feathers flying, and I was like, oh God. And I heard a chicken, like, screaming, like, once you've been around chickens for a little while, you start learning all their different sounds. And, like, a chicken that's distressed, it's a very different sound than a rooster after them or something. So I immediately jump out of the car, Ban jumps out of the car, and it's the dachshunds. They have escaped their little electric enclosure, and they are on a massacre. Now, we must have gotten here just in the nick of time. I got some of it on camera. The security cameras picked up the first part, and it's so crazy because Juki was trying to make them stop. She's such a good dog, and but they were actively, there's feathers everywhere. One of my hens is beat up pretty bad, but she's gonna be okay. They just tore out most of her tail feathers and stuff like that. So we're gonna have to put some. I tell you, honestly, the best thing for them, hush, hush. When they get their feathers ripped out, hush, is bacon grease. But I don't have it here right now. I got some of that bacon up. I wanted that. Anyway, so we're going to have to put some salve on them and check everybody out real good. But I think she took the worst of it. They were after the turkey hen whenever we finally got a hold of them. And so, unfortunately, that has sealed my decision of whether or not to rehome them. And it's hard because, you know, I love Lola and I love Ellie. And I honestly think maybe something could be done with Ellie. She looked like she was more or less just following along. Instead of trying to actually actively, destroy chickens. But I can't take that chance. You know, when we moved down here, the dream was to have, everything living in harmony. The dogs, the chickens, the goats, the turkeys, And unfortunately, when you have an animal that wants to throw a wrench in all of that, it just makes it really hard. And right now, she's not barking at me. There's chickens here around where I'm at because I fed them some grain to get everybody to come out from their hiding spots, so I could look at everybody and make sure everybody was okay. And she's barking at. She would look. If I let her go right now, she'd come over here and begin right back where she was to hurting and massacring chickens. So unfortunately, and I know there's going to be some people disagree with me, and I get that. And that's okay. That's your prerogative. George is only half mine, so he doesn't have to live here. Anyway, he's also a chicken massacrist. or he would be. Goats, even, he's attacked the goats as well. But these two girls are going to have to find a home. And they're going to have to find it relatively quickly. They are both spayed. And they're both good girls. They're both pee-pee pad trained. They're not what I would call housebroken, like we'll go outside and go every single time, but they will. They will. You just have to stay on top of them. But they do use a wee-wee pad very faithfully. But yeah, they are going to be, they're going to have to go. And it's a hard decision to make. It's just something you don't want to do. You know, you love these animals, but you know, the point of being here is to have a small farm and to homestead. And if I have to keep these dogs, these two particular dogs, in lockdown, hi buddy, all the time, it's not fair to them either. And they can't be allowed to roam freely because they can't stop with the chickens. So our two other dogs, Juki and Buttermilk, we don't ever have any problems. Buttermilk argues with the chickens over table scraps sometimes, but he's not trying to hurt nobody. He's just trying to get his portion first. Even with vegetables and stuff, he's just he was starved to death when we got him, when we found him, and he battles with a little bit of food aggression, which he's a lot better than he was when he came. But yeah, they're gonna have to seek life elsewhere. And unfortunately, that's very unfortunate. I'm going to be very particular, very selective about the homes that they go to. As a matter of fact, I think I already have someone for Ellie. It's just a matter of me introducing them to each other to see if it's going to be a fit. And if it's a fit, it'll be like one of the best homes ever. And I can still see her when I want to. But they're good girls. They're not bad dogs. They have bad habit. Hi, Juke. I seen it, but I've hesitated with whether or not to post it on the video because nothing really is like horrible. But you can actually see Juki trying to get them away from the chick, like, stop them. And I thought that was pretty awesome. But yeah, so it's got me feeling a certain kind of way because, like, I've raised both these dogs from the time they were babies, and I love them. But the way I've decided to live my life here, it no longer can include them in it. There's just not to be fair to them. You can't hardly, when they're in the house, most of the time they're in a crate because if Bannon were to open the door and they were to get out, they would immediately, it's not, there is no like, oh, they're going to walk around for a minute or they're going to look around. No, they immediately start seeking something to destroy. So anyways, guys, just pray for me. I know it sounds crazy, but like, I'm really like struggling with it, but I know it has to be done. So, anyways, and I get it. Some of you ain't gonna agree with me, and that's okay. I don't need anybody's approval to make decisions for what's best for here. It's just sad. So anyways, I'll Yeah, Tony, that's the thing about it. We are building a chicken coop, and that's definitely going to be one more layer of protection. But if you know anything about dachshunds, which a lot of people are not familiar with the breed, they're tenacious. And even if there was a coop, Lola especially, she wouldn't stop until she dug through and got in the coop. And then they would literally be massacred because there would be nowhere for them to run. So, chickens, and this might put it in perspective, provide eggs. And Buttermilk and Juki provide security at night and during the day. And Juki is pretty much like Bannon's emotional support animal at this point. These two winter dogs, the only service that they perform is that we love them and they're sweet and they're little cuddle bugs. Yeah, so it's hard enough. It's hard enough making the decision without a lot of people giving me flack about it. So, yeah, I'm probably just going to ignore any stupid comments and just go on with my life. But it's a hard decision to make. But it's not fair to the chickens. I know we can't put one animal's welfare above the other. So, it's like, oh, those, the dogs are family. Da, da. Well, I'm pretty fond of these chickens too. So what do you do? Do you just let the dogs, eat the chickens? What do you do? I don't know. But we'll get it all figured out. Martha says I'm pathetic. Angela, I'm not saying they have to provide you with anything. Everybody's kind of, golly, guys. Wow. I get it. You love your dogs. I love my dogs too, but this is it's just too volatile. You have no idea. There's literally feathers everywhere. I've got a hen over here bleeding from her tail where her feathers were ripped out so violently that it took the skin and everything with it. It's not fair. It's not fair to any of them. It's not fair to the way these dogs will have to be locked up constantly. They can't have any free reign. You can't put them in a fence. Lola's an escape artist. The only fence that you could keep her in would be something that was like, like a kennel. Like it had to have a concrete floor with, chain link or whatever, and then a doghouse. That would be the only way that she could stay here. So what do you do? What do you do? Oh. And Angela, that is so admirable of you. I really love that people love their animals that much. But there's just a lot of moving parts here, and they all have to work together. That's just like this Billy goat. If he doesn't calm down and quit being so violent with my nannies and with the baby, he's going to have to go too. That's just the way things are. I mean, it's hard. Like I said, it's a very hard thing to do, and I've tried. I've been working on ways to try to. Even the ideal situation would be to break that habit to where that prey drive, that predator drive, is not so strong. But unfortunately, some of these dogs just have it really, really deep in their DNA. I think I could do something with Ellie, but Lola, she's bound and determined. She's gonna have chicken for dinner. And I hate it. It's very unfortunate, but hold on. So for a temporary solution, they're probably going to my friend's kennel for a little while, where it is concrete and chain link, and they have indoor, outdoor access. And kind of let me just kind of reevaluate. And the other thing is too, like, if I did build something like that here, we're talking about, $4,000 or $5,000 to build a proper, kennel. Concrete has gotten so expensive. It's crazy. But I don't really see any way for it to be fair to them and make it work. And that really sucks. It really does. It really, really, really sucks. But anyways, I love yous. Hope everybody has a good day. Don't hate me. I'm not a bad person. I do love my animals. But I just can't let one group of animals, suffer. A chicken is pretty much defenseless. Even a big rooster like Cluck Norris is pretty much defenseless. See, you've got this on one hand. You've got this. Okay, you've got Buttermilk, who literally just kind of lets the chickens, they could walk right across his back. He doesn't care. Juki was trying actively to stop Lola from what she was doing. And I think I will post the video so you can kind of get an idea of, like, it wasn't like just, or maybe she was hungry. Her feeder's completely full. She's got fresh water. It's completely full. I took them treats out there earlier, like chicken jerky treats. They have all the things available. They have a good warm dog house. They'll have plenty of shade. They come in unless it's just really nice outside at nighttime, they come inside, but inside they go straight in a crate. It's just not fair. But anyway, the right decision is for them to be rehomed to good homes that have been checked out thoroughly. Like I'm serious. Like I want to talk to their veterinarian. I want to know, I want to know all the deets. It's not going to be just like, oh, you want her? Here you go. No. These are very much loved family pets that it's killing it. It's going to kill me to let go of, because that means when Lucy's gone, that bloodline, it's over. I have no more connection to that, and I've had that connection for many years. So, anyway, and we may try again, because I do love dachshunds so much. We may try at some point to reintroduce a puppy. And then, put them on the ground with chickens from day one. She's trying to bite through the wire. That's how crazy. Yeah, she'd be right back after me again. But, anyway, I love yous, and I appreciate you. We are, trying to get into that big B status, remember? So please give us a like and a share. Leave a comment if you don't mind. Let it be a nice one. Just call us. The main ones are hateful. Anyways, I'm going to go and try to... I think I've accounted for everybody, and the one hen, she went back under the house. She's going to need doctored, but I'm going to wait for her to go roost later, and I've got some salve in here that I can put on her and make her heal up a little quicker. And it wouldn't hurt probably to give them all a little bit of like apple cider vinegar in the water. Just kind of chill everything out. Anyways, I love yous, and I'll talk to y'all later. We're gonna do, I don't know, I think we're gonna do like taco salad for dinner. Except I'm just gonna have like the salad part. And the boys can have, I've got plenty of Doritos and stuff in there. Anyways, I love y'all. Bye.